Yellow.
Hey, how's it going?
Chillin'. What's up? What are you here to talk about?
I wanted to talk about the second topic. Wait, are you saying that like trans women are actual women and vice versa?
Correct. Trans men would be men, trans women would be women.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. Um, First off, trans women, they aren't actual women. They're just men identifying as women. You can't be, like an actual woman. And here's why. Um, a woman needs these three. First, the corresponding genitalia. Second, XX chromosomes. And third, the natural ability to give birth, all in conjunction. Now, I know there might be a special circumstance in which a woman may be missing one of those three. However, if you have at least one of those three, you'd still be a woman.
Okay,
If
which of
you are
those is necessary? Just any of those? Having at least one of those
yeah,
is just
yeah,
necessary. What if you have
yes,
neither?
by
What if you don't have
like all
any of the three?
well with this person you're talking about, would they have XY chromosomes?
No.
Well, then they could be if they don't have neither, they could be whatever. What is the genitalia?
They don't have any genitalia because they have vaginal agenesis.
Oh, okay, yeah, they could be whatever they want. They could be whatever they identify as.
So only in this regard does gender become an identity-based concept.
Yes, sir.
And what are you basing this concept on of gender being a biological thing? What are you basing that on?
Well, no, this is just logic.
I don't do just logic. You're claiming that gender specifically is a biological based concept. So what are you basing that off of? Right?
Are
If
you
you're gonna if
looking
you're gonna
for
make the claim that it's biological, that's not a logic based claim. That's a science based claim. So do you have some sort of
or
evidence to connect gender to being a biological concept?
so you're looking for sources?
Yeah, source would be great if you got them.
Right. Here's the thing: you actually don't need the sources if you just use logic.
You're not making a logic claim. If you were making
How
a
so?
logic claim, sure, I'd go,
Wait,
okay, we just need logic. But you're making a biological claim. You're claiming that
and also,
gender is a biological concept that means X, Y, and Z. So I'm asking what's your basis for gender being a biological concept that means X, Y, and Z.
wait a minute. Can I ask, before I answer that, what did you think about what I said about the woman having the three
Yeah, I
big
would I
things?
would disagree in your understanding of what a woman is. I would say woman is not a biological based concept. It's a neurosocial concept. It's specifically a societal category that we place multiple people in based on multiple things, like it changes per society and culture. So I would just disagree with this basis. So that's why I'm asking you if you have some sort of evidence or source that shows that gender is a strictly biological based concept that denotates those three specific things.
Well, no, I don't have like a source or anything, but that's
Uh,
just this is just knowledge. A woman needs those. Well, they don't need those three, but by nature they have those three all in conjunction.
but by nature,
Unless,
based on what? Like you're just saying that, right? I can just say things too. By nature, women have to have 7 arms. That's just
well, no, that's not
my
true.
inherent logic believes this, right? So
No, but that's
this
not.
is kind of
That's different.
useless.
That, that's different though, because they don't have seven arms. Right? Now, what I'm saying here is the truth, and also on top of what I've um Yeah, and yeah, and then on top of what I've been saying, what trans woman do you know is able to naturally give birth?
I don't view giving birth as a necessary requirement for being a woman, so it doesn't matter to me
Right,
whether they can or
but
can't. Being giving
wait a
birth
minute.
would be something that denotates your sex, not your gender.
Wait. Can men give birth
Some can,
naturally?
some can.
No, no,
Yes,
naturally.
yes, they can. Some can.
No, they can't.
Yes, some men can give
I'm
birth.
talking naturally.
Yes, so am I.
Men can't give birth naturally. Okay,
Some
well,
can.
can they carry eggs? Can they carry eggs?
Some do.
No, they can't.
Yes,
No,
some men have
no,
eggs. Yeah.
no, 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 no. No. This is not. It's not natural for men to, to do that. Only women are able to, you
Yeah, see
know.
the distinction here is that you presupposed the argument when you said can men give birth, right? This is presupposing the argument. We're having an argument on what a man and a woman are, right? So when you presuppose it with, well, can men give birth? I'm going to just presuppose my side and say yes because I view trans men as men, right? If we're going to have the argument of what makes a man, giving birth isn't one of those criteria because that's making the argument for you instead of you making the argument of why a necessary qualifier of women would be they have to give birth. So I'll just ask, why do you feel that a necessary qualification of in order to be a woman, a necessary condition is giving birth?
That's one of the abilities that they have that men don't. Right. So if
Again,
you're actually,
you're presupposing this. We're having
well,
the
no,
conversation about whether or not trans men would be men, right? Whether or not they
right.
would be men would mean we can't go because trans men can give birth, right? So I don't want to presuppose this. You're claiming that
Well,
women
that's
that be giving birth is what qualifies you to be a woman, and my question is why? If you just go because women do that, that's just a circular answer.
no, it's not.
Yet it
It's not.
it's 100% circular. Why can women? Why is giving birth a quality of only women, and you go because women do that? That's a
That
circular
I,
answer.
I I know that might be hard to grasp, but
It's not hard
in
to
short, it's literally
grasp. It is quite literally a
it.
circle.
No, it's not because that's literally how it is. It's literally how it works, and I've been through these debates with tons of the people, and they seem you know their eyes are closed. You know, they the fact of the matter is that if you can't give birth, and I'm talking for a trans woman, if you cannot naturally give birth and carry eggs, you're not a woman.
Okay, so what about
Or
cis women that
or
cannot
wait a minute.
naturally give birth or carry eggs? What are they?
Wait a minute. Well, no, they're still women because they have the
Okay,
corresponding
so then
genitalia
so then
XX
giving birth
chromosome.
is not the necessary condition. So
That's one of
I
them.
throw out. No, I'm throwing it out. A necessary condition would mean there's one specific thing that's necessary. If you can be in that category without having that thing, then that thing is not necessary to be in that category. So it's not giving birth because there are cis women that can't give birth. You would say they're still women. So it's not giving birth. So what is the necessary condition to be a woman? We can go to chromosomes, but I think you and I would both agree that somebody who has XXX chromosomes, we would still classify a woman, even though they don't have XX. We can even talk about how somebody can have XX chromosomes, and then the expression of the SRY gene can happen on their second X chromosome, and they have a penis, even though they have XX
And
chromosomes, because human biology is just fucked that way. Our biology is not binary. So my question still
right.
remains: what is the necessary condition that is required to have in order to fit into the category of woman? There has to be one thing that like everything has a necessary
No,
condition, so it has to exist. So what would it be?
it can't just be one thing.
All things
It,
have one necessary condition to being in that thing. For example, if I was going to say,
but
well, so how is something human? I would say they would have to be a part of the human genome. If you are not a part of the human genome, you cannot be human. You might be something else, but you quite literally cannot be a human. So
Right, but
yes, things have necessary conditions.
I'm saying in this context though, there is going to be someone that is missing all those three, right? And what I'm saying is that they could be whatever they want, but if you have at least one of those three, you're still you're a woman if you have one of those three. But I know that there's people without those three, in which you either be a man or you could just be whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the. I mean, is it, or again, are we just using because you believe logically that this to be the case? That like this is why that biology strictly states that in order to be a woman, you have to have one of those three things, or are you going to source that at all?
No, we don't need sources for this.
We would. You're making a biological claim. Why would I not need sources? You're making a science claim. Why would I not want scientific sources to back up your science claim?
Well, no, it's literally everyone knows this. It doesn't
Everyone
need to
knows
be
this.
back.
It would just be an appeal to majority. I don't care what everybody knows to be true. At one point in the world, everybody knew the Earth to be the center of the universe. We found out through scientific reasoning that that wasn't really the case, through science and experimentation. So I'm going to ask again, if you're making a science claim that woman is a category based solely around biology and that these three things are necessary in order to be a woman, I would like some sort of. Oh, and he's gone. So I guess he didn't want to provide evidence for his claim. Okay.